Hello Dicers, welcome back to Dice Decides and welcome back to I Got Hair in My Mouth. Welcome back to another Feel Good Friday. So let's talk about death. I know, it's a very fun subject. I thought we'd discuss something that our society likes to keep behind closed doors. No one likes to talk about this subject, about people dying. It's like the opposite thing of birth. Everyone loves to celebrate birth and a new person coming into the world, but what about the second half of birth? Or like the other thing that is still very natural, that all of us eventually will arrive to: death. Have you ever heard the term memento mori? It means the inevitability of our death. Death will arrive no matter what. I think, especially with our crazy technological growth in our society, we can prolong death with many years. I think we can even reach the so-called immortality, because I think with the help of AI, we will find a way to stop aging, but we will never find a way to stop our mortality. We will still be able to die from accidents, from murders, from many other things. We can never stop it completely. So death is still gonna come. It's just a matter of when. So I think it's important. It's important to discuss this subject of death because I think death is what makes life so special. Not that I wish it on anyone, but it really puts things into perspective. It really makes you appreciate life so much more, because you know that it's temporary. You know that life will come to an end at some point. You just don't know when. So I think it's very nice to just keep that in mind. Memento mori. Keep our inevitable doom in mind. And I just don't like how society likes to hide death. No one likes to talk about this. So you're welcome. I like to talk about things no one else does, because I am thoughtful like that. I want this subject to be less sensitive. I want this to be just more comfortable to talk about, because I haven't talked with anyone about death. No one likes to talk about death. You don't just bring up death at the dinner table. So like, I know you're liking your mac and cheese, but what are your thoughts about death? But I think it's important. I definitely think it is part of us all. We like to just put it somewhere deep in our mind and kind of suppress the thought of death. The fact that our bodies are gonna decay. I just hope that with AI, we'll be able to extend it so far that we won't even have to remember death, because it is such a special time we're living in. All of our innovations and technologies are accelerating at such a crazy rate that we don't know what's going to happen. So I have my hopes up. I am optimistic about this. And I want you to be as well. Do not fear death, because even if you do die, it is going to be okay. Because do you remember fearing death before you were born? I certainly don't. I was just fine before being born. That means I'll be just fine after I die. So it's nothing to worry about, guys. If anyone has any worries about their own mortality, I understand. I've been in that mentality. Sometimes you just can't imagine what it's like to just die, just no longer be, you know? It's not a pleasant thought, but it's not as crazy as most of us can think. Because, like I said, do you remember how it felt before you were born? Exactly, you didn't. So it won't be as bad as you think. So it's all about just living for today. Don't live for tomorrow. Living for today and not tomorrow, like Ozzy Osbourne said. Great, I'm quoting Ozzy Osbourne now. But it's really important to not get stuck in worrying about if you're gonna die and when you're gonna die. Just remember to live in the moment. Enjoy life as it is today. You're alive today, and I want you to enjoy that. Look at every day as a new experience. Try new things and just enjoy life. Because you are alive today, and that's what you need to remember. You don't want to die before you felt like you've lived. So do whatever it takes to really feel like you're living, to really feel like you're alive. And whatever it takes for you to do that, I want you to reach out for it and grab it in your hand, as long as it's not a spider, but who knows? Maybe it takes a spider, maybe it takes grabbing a spider to feel like you're alive. It might make you feel completely scared or whatever, but hey, maybe you'll feel alive by being scared. Maybe you'll get an adrenaline rush from the spider, and I don't know where I was going with that metaphor, but there's many things you can do to really feel like you're alive, because you don't want to be old and on your deathbed saying that, man, I never really felt like I was even truly alive, you know? So that is the last thing you want. You want to feel alive, because it is Feel Good Friday. So it is time to feel alive and good about life, because the inevitable doom is coming, but you don't know when it is. So it's all about just enjoying today. And I am always very optimistic. I think we'll be able to prolong our aging so much, maybe even reverse aging. Can you believe that? I think that is a possibility. Reverse aging. Go back to being young again. Man, I'm so excited for the future. But we shouldn't think too much about the future. Just come back to today. Just live in today and feel alive, because it is so good to not feel like your life is a blur and have every day be the same. Try to do different things and push your comfort zone and really try and live your life to the fullest, because you never know when it's gonna end. You truly don't. Nothing is promised. Tomorrow is never promised, even though it might seem like it is. I'm sorry to say, it's not. So make sure you're living every day as well as you can, because it is up to us to live as best as we can. We can't let anyone else stop us from seizing the day and having the most wonderful time we can. Because if someone else is trying to stop you, they're afraid of what you are doing. They're afraid of you living your life to the fullest, because they were afraid to do that themselves. So they don't want to see someone else do it. But you can. I am telling you right now, you can do amazing things. And it's up to you to just step outside and do it. Step outside of your comfort zone of whatever you're doing daily. Push yourself and just find ways to make life exciting, because you do want to feel like you're alive. Because a lot of people just kind of drift through life, you know? A lot of people are just on their phones and just kind of drifting through life. That is not how we all should live. We all should live life the very best we can by not fearing death, because there is nothing to fear, because AI will save our lives or create mass destruction. But, you know, you gotta stay optimistic, guys. All right, guys. Well, I think that'll be enough for this Feel Good Friday. Memento mori, remember the inevitability of death. It's important to remember, because it will enhance your life today, in the moment. So, yeah, that's it. So remember to gently tap that like button and ring that bell so you don't miss an upload, and check out the merch if you feel like it. And thanks for watching, Dicers. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.